How about that for a team that started 3-16 on the year? Willie Green, first year as a head coach, gets a win over the coach with the most wins in NBA history, and Greg Popovich. Got to be impressed by what we saw from Willie Green tonight.
So impressed, not just what Willie Green has done tonight, but just, this whole season. As you said, managing a really difficult start to the season. You're tenured, you don't have your star player, there's a lot of uncertainty, but just continuing to saw wood, instill the right values and discipline. Of course, a big-time trade that happened at the trade deadline, and that really, I think, they were off and running, and came out the gates after the All-Star break, had a big win at Phoenix, LA, Golden State, and just started to find their way. So maintaining culture while you're losing, I think that's what Willie Green did, and that foundation has now led to this point now where they're fighting here for one more game to get into the playoffs. So things could have gone the other way, and in New Orleans they didn't, and you got to give a lot of credit to the guys in that locker room, but most importantly to Willie Green and his staff.
I'm sorry, I got to take a step back. David Griffin doing an excellent job, but the Brotherhood as well, Trajan Langdon in that front office. So got to point out the Duke guys when we got Grant Hill on the set.
Don't forget Swin Cash either.
Oh, Swin Cash, Hall of Famer, Swin Cash.
Yeah.
Got to make sure we name everyone that's doing a good job in this turnaround. And like Grant said, the culture in New Orleans, you could almost feel it if you listen to how it sounds in the Smoothie King Center, and you see the production from C.J. McCollum, 27 in the first half, started to struggle in the second half. Brandon Ingram picking up the slack, and Jonas Valanciunas. That was clearly a great move by them to get a guy who put up 22 and 14 in this must-win situation.
I think the key word is synergy with C.J. McCollum coming here, giving them that backcourt boost that they need. He and Brandon Ingram, when they play together, they've won 9 out of 11 games.
Yes.
So suddenly you bring in a scorer from Portland to join a scorer right there in the lineup. They have to mesh. They have to know how to hit their spots, and I think you're seeing that. The chemistry with CJ and with Brandon Ingram is really top-notch in such a short amount of time. I think C.J. McCollum has come in. He's come from a winning organization in Portland. He has such a great relationship with Damian Lillard. And I think because of who he is, he can have a great relationship with his new teammates. So you're seeing that mesh, and it's just good news for New Orleans because you don't have Zion Williamson. And, they started out poorly. Zion Williamson's not with the team, and suddenly they're trying to make the best of a tough situation. They're one more win from getting to the playoffs.
Yeah, to continue with what you said there, CJ was a great player, but was always the sidekick to Lillard. And so I think the character that C.J. McCollum, along with the talent, but playing that role, things kind of getting to a point where it went a little stale in Portland. It was time for a change. Now to go to a new team, and you got another guy in Brandon Ingram, younger, super talented, but I think similar personality, where he can coexist. So to see the two of them, as you said, thrive while playing together and both able to do what they do best and kind of respect one another, that's amazing. And then you throw in the spirit there's just a real, Willie, I think, has a lot to do with that. But something special is happening. I don't know if they win and move on and move to the eighth spot there, but against not Minnesota,
Clippers.
The Clippers. But I just think they're trending in the right direction there in New Orleans. And when you get Zion back and hopefully healthy in the future, then watch out. They're off and running.